Okay, now we're going to talk about inverted conditional sentences with an if. Okay. First of all, what I want you to know is that we have three different types of if clauses that can be used, can be inverted with an if. But first, what I want you to remind is what is the structure of a conditional sentence. It is mainly composed by an if clause and a result clause or main clause. Here we have an example. If you smoke less, you will feel better. That would be our example. We have the if clause, which is going to be if you smoke less, and we have the result. What is going to be the result if you smoke less? You will feel better. Okay. So now here is our example of how to invert these sentences without using the if. Okay. First, we have our if clause, which is going to be if you were to escape. Here we have our result. There will be an outbreak. Okay? But now, this is the normal way you have to make the main clause and the if clause. We have here the if clause. And now how are we going to substitute it? So now we can change it, the if clause, for this kind of clause. Okay? We have so this will be our result of inverting our sentence. Where they escape, there will be outbreak. So we have the inversion of the sentence, okay? So here we have another example for you to practice. If the police had found out, I would have been in trouble. So here we have the if clause, and we have the result or main clause. Which do you think is going to be the inverted of this clause? Any idea? Okay, here we have an inverted sentence. This will be our inversion of the if clause. Where the police have to find out, I would have been in trouble. So here we have the emphasis of the sentence in the if clause. Okay, avoiding the use of the if. Tres.
Okay, the second way to make invert sentence is the following. We used the auxiliary verb should and we changed the order. For example, here, if you should hear anything, let me know. How can we invert this sentence? It's like this. We take off the F, we change the auxiliary verb and the subject in this way. So it's like this. Should you hear anything? Let me know. This is the invert sentence. So here you have an example. If you should require any further information, please contact us at our office in Green Street. How you can invert this sentence? Are you ready? Okay, the sentence is like this. We took the if and we change the auxiliary verb and the subject. So it's should you require any further information, please contact us at our office in Green Street. So this is the way in which our invert sentence is.
Okay, this is the last but not least type of inverted conditional sentence. As you know, we have here a sentence with it's a condition. If I had done, I would have protested strongly. So we have our if clause, if I had done, and our result, I will have protested strongly. Okay, this is the conditional because we are using the past perfect by had and would have. Okay, so in order to invert this sentence, we are going to do the following. It says we're going to start with had like, no, I would have protested strongly. Yes? So as you can see here, we are taking out the if, and we are changing the verb with its auxiliary. Okay? We start the sentence with our auxiliary, which is had. Had, our subject, and then now I will have protest strongly. So always forget about this part and focus on the first one. Yes, as you notice, these sentences are to make emphasis on this inverted conditional sentence are to make emphasis on what we are going to say, what we want to say, and also it's mainly used in formal speech. Okay, now here we have an exercise for you, which says, if I had known it was her birthday, I would have bought her a gift. So how can it be inverted? Let's see. We are taking out if, and we are changing the order of the auxiliary and the subject. And this is our final product. Had I known it was her birthday, yes, notice this, I would have bought her a gift. The same meaning, making emphasis in this part, okay, without if. That's it.
Okay, now we're going to talk about inverted sentences after us, and here we have Roxanne. We were short of money in our neighborhood. Most people were short of money in our neighborhood. Mostly us is going to be used to join two sentences or two ideas to make just one. Okay, so this will be the result after inverting the sentences joined together, and it will be the result. We were short of money, as were most people in our neighborhood. Okay, so this is the result. We were short of money, as were most people in our neighborhood. That is the combination of these two sentences. So what we have to highlight is that the importance of the auxiliary verb goes just before the subject. Okay, so that will give us the inversion of these two sentences joined together.
Here we have another example how we can make the inversion after us using these sentences. The first one is, I thought that the recession would soon be over, and the next one, my colleagues thought that the recession would soon be over. So how can we make the inversion here? First, we have this. I thought as did my colleagues that the recession would soon be over. Okay? Here we have the as, the auxiliary verb, and the subject. Then works as auxiliary verb because it mentioned that the colleagues thought that the recession would soon be over, as I did.
3.
Okay, now we are going to see inversion after the word so, neither nor. These are used in echoing statements or agreeing or disagreeing. Okay, so we are going to go straight to the point, and we have an example here. First, we have two persons talking. Student A says, I'm going home. Student B answers, so am I. So what happens here? It's student B is agreeing with what student A is going to do. He is going home. Oh, he is too. Here, the inversion consists on write our word so first, then our auxiliary verb, which is am, because it's verb to be, it's working an auxiliary verb. And finally, we have our subject, which we start the sentence, which is I. Okay, now, similarly, it happens with the words neither nor. Example, student A says, I don't like meat. How can we complete that sentence? Neither, in order to agree with set A, how can we complete that? Neither do, why do? Because our auxiliary verb is do, okay? Do I. You are talking about the first person. I. Neither and nor are very similar, so it happens the same with nor. Nor do I. Okay? It will depend on the auxiliary verb you are using in order to invert the main sentence. And remember, in order to invert it, we first use our word, either so, neither, or not, then our auxiliary verb, and do, any other can, could, and finally our subject. And that's it.